Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you for clicking. This is episode 71 on Mr. Bright project. All right. I want to say thank you to each and everyone for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch my channel. The goal of this channel is to broaden your horizon, open your eyes so you can come to terms with the day-to-day activities when it comes to construction. You will understand the pros and cons in construction, ways for you to minimize costs so that you don't get swindled. And also we build houses for people who are vulnerable. If in case you need our services, I'm always available. You can reach out to me and I'll prepare an estimate for you. Yes, in your view is my 3D and it was designed by Jonathan Tese. All right, so we are building houses for people. People are reaching out. I review their drawings. I prepare an estimate based on the capacity of your drawing. I will tell you how much it's going to cost you, and then once the estimate is ready, both of us will go through, and then once it is approved, we have two options: whether you give me the money and I'll build the house for you, or you buy the materials and then we go and build the house for you. So those are the options we have available in case you need my services. I'm always ready. My artisans are always on the channel. In case you want to manage your own project, you can always rely on my artisans. The reason why you need my artisans is that they can never run away with your money. Are you with me? Yes. And for that matter, it is important. You are safe. You are safe for you to be able to use my artisan. Are you with me? All right. Our total expenditure still stands at 263,123 Ghana cedis. In your view, we are installing all the electrical fittings. As you can see, the sockets everywhere have been fitted. The plasterings are almost done. We are left with some dressings. This area we have to do the plastering. This is a TV point, and this is the distribution board. This is a single phase. Yes. So Mr. Nkansa has done all the works that needs to be done. Install all the electrical fitting, the switches, the sockets. I did not provide water heater in all the bathrooms because I want to have a centralized water heater which will be placed on top of the roof. That's Michael Fasa in your view. Yes, this is the kitchen and all the sockets fitted. I'm using a multi-purpose socket. If you look at the socket, this is a cooker control. This type is a cooker control. It only accepts a certain type of plug, but with a normal standard 13 amps plug, 15 amps, which is for air conditioning. Yes, I'm using a multi-purpose socket. A multi-purpose socket is very, very important because there are certain 13 amps plug or 5 amps plug that cannot fit in if you buy the traditional modified, the plate type of socket. People have gold color, silver color. Those types, it only accepts one type of plug. You understand? But when you get the multi-purpose plug, that's very good. If you buy your appliances from either Europe or America or China or Japan, their plugs are different, and therefore you need to have a multi-purpose socket so that you don't have to be providing extension in your room. Yes, the position of all the switches and the fan control, as you can see, they've been positioned very well, and Mr. Hammond is really good at that. He did all the markings, and then Mr. Nkansa did all the piping layout. So I had to ask Mr. Hammond to come and do all the layout for me so that Mr. Nkansa will follow. Yes. So in each of the room, I have all my TV point. This is a TV point area with the socket. And if you look at the bed area, we have this socket on the left hand side with the control switches over there, and so therefore if you're on the bed you can control the light. This is another one. So if you position the bed in the middle, on your left there's a socket, and then on your right too there's a socket. Are you with me? This helps you to be able to control and also have a bed light in case you have a timer that needs supply. Whatever you need by the bed light, by the bed, you should be able to have access to power. You understand? Yes, or to say you have access to power. Yes. So TV point here, if you want to hang the TV on the wall or you want to have a TV table, you can have all of that. Okay, so today's episode all about the electrical fittings. You understand? And once we are done, we have to clean the whole floor. Okay, the purpose of this is that we are going to move on to screeding. And before the screeding, we need to lay all the cables in the pipe for the sockets. And then the whole floor is cleaned, and then we can start pouring the mortar on the floor. So areas that were left, as you can see, we've done all the plastering, the dressing, and the wiring, all of that. Windows, you need to stay in your room and gaze through the four corners of the windows and check if there's any ray of light. Once you see any ray of light at the four corners of your windows, you have to call the mason to come and seal all those holes. You understand? All those holes must be sealed to prevent any water. In case there's a rainwater that carries wind, it will not splash there and enter the room. You wouldn't have any insect or wild gecko, running around and going through underneath those holes and entering your room. So therefore, you need to ensure. I think when it comes to finishing, those are the little details you need to pay attention to. The windows, the four corners of the windows, check them properly. You need to get a mason that has patience. Onto the boss, if he has to do that for 2 weeks, let him do it. Take his time. Check all the windows one by one. They should screed them, make it smooth neatly. The burglar proof should flash with the plastering. Okay, the window glasses, there shouldn't be any gap anywhere. They should take their time and do that. Are you with me? And then also, the aluminum glass man will also come and check the windows. Are they fitted properly? They are not dangling. Okay, if it's shaky, they need to lock everything firm so that when there's a wind, you will not hear any vibration, like a tractor. So everything should be firm and tight, because sometimes some rainwaters carry wind, okay, and therefore the wind will blow towards the window, and then you have water flashing and then coming into your room, and therefore those are the things you need to look out for. Door frames. Prior to your plastering, you need to install all your door frames. They are very, very important. You don't do plastering and then later come and do your door frames. You have to install all the door frames so that it will hold properly. Once you do that of the doors holding properly, and then you do the screeding, the screeding will even lock it from the bottom. You can see. So once you do the screeding, it will lock the frame from the bottom. You understand? So that when somebody push it, it will not even punch out or plunge out of the door. Are you with me? Yeah, or out of the doorway. So you see this one installed neatly, and the width it's 7 inches because my block is 5 inches. So 5 inches, if I have the frame to be 7 inches, okay, it means that I have 1 inch on the left and 1 inch on the right, so that the plastering will flash with it properly. Are you with me? Yes. If I use a 6 inches block, it means that definitely the door frame should be 8 inches. The width should be 8 inches. Okay, but this time I use 5 inches block for the first floor, so the door frame, the width is 7 inches. Okay, 7 inches. If you place the block in the middle of the door, okay, in the belly of the frame, you have 2 inches left, 1 inch on the left, 1 inch on the right. And then the plastering will take 1 inch at the inside and 1 inch from the outside, and it will flush with the door frame properly. You understand? So these areas are left for plastering, okay, and then dressing properly. Okay, all the wirings have been done. Okay, yes, I'm very, very, very serious. I'm not joking at all. I want to move fast. Looking at the inflation in Ghana today, prices are like this, tomorrow prices are like that. So once I get the opportunity, I don't want to waste that time at all. And one fascinating thing is that I'm very strategic. The little money I get, whether it's from my YouTube channel, or someone gave me money from the channel, yes, or perhaps I'm preparing an estimate for someone and they pay me. Whatever little money I get, I make sure that I have to buy something out of that money. Either I'm buying a pipe, I'm buying a switch, socket, or something that will, cause a progress on my project. I don't just eat the money. No, 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 no. So whatever money I'm getting, I'm making good use of it so that the project can go further. Because I'm hoping that by December, a lot should be done. You understand? And even possible, I should be able to rent the top, so that the income that will come from the first floor apartment, I can use that income to start working on the ground floor. You understand? So that is the goal. That's why I'm paying much attention to the first floor here. Yes, and believe you me, some people have even they came around and asking for room. Yes, the moment the roof came on top and they started doing the plastering, some students came around looking for a room. Okay, and so it gave me that spirit that, hey, let me hurry up. Yes. At this point, I have removed all the plywood in preparation to give it back to my subscriber, Mr. Jacob, who gave me the woods for my canopies. Okay, so this is the time I made everything ready, waiting for it to be dispatched. And I can't help by thanking him once again. He did me a favor, and man, I'll always remember. Thank you, Mr. Jacob. I really appreciate it. So eventually, the front view is looking great. We are waiting to cast the concrete on the top in there, and then lay our blocks, and then do the plastering and then the dressing of all of that. So I'll be coming your way in episode 72 with all those details. Here I noticed that the bottom pillar has shifted a little bit. It's not linear to the long one, so we'll be correcting that one as well. So lovely people, this brings us to the end of episode 71. I hope you've learned something new. It is good to learn. Learn from here, go to other channels and learn from there as well. Okay? From me to you, it's shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye-bye.